Hey there everyone, and welcome to me making another... Hang on, wrong intro. I've been streaming so much lately, I've been confusing the intro here. Anyway, welcome back to another VTuber reading of the Monster Girl Encyclopedia. I think we're about a quarter way through the first book here, though, so that's gonna be a while before I can stop using the model here. Anywho, the monster girl we will be reading about today, we all can probably guess in what family it is, considering the last one. It is the Medusa. Alright. Medusa. Family, Lamia. Type, reptilian. Habitat, dungeons such as those found in caves and towers. Nature, aggressive and stubborn. I mean, I can tell the stubborn part, but aggressive is natural for the most of the monster girls in this book. Anywho, diet, carnivorous, favors wild animals. And no duh. Anywho, the Medusa is a rare high-order variant of the Lamia. Much like the Lamia, Medusas have an upper body of a human and the lower body of a snake because they tend to live by themselves. They are often lonely. Their pride and stubborn character, however, often prevents them from openly showing their true feelings. Got it. Medusas are tsunderes, apparently. Alright. Any who make eye contact with a Medusa, will find their bodies stiffening like stone. Oh, well, let me guess where that one's going. Right? Like stone, this effect is useful not only for catching wild animals for food, but also to immobilize appealing humans and taking them back to their dungeons as partners. To further to create their children. Yikes. I had to think for a second there to how to censor that. Anyway, the ability is also used during fricking called it. That's where that petrifying stuff went too. Although rock hard boobs doesn't really sound like a fun time. I mean, hey, there are some people out there, I am assuming. Right, so used during the fun time, when a Medusa turns only the human's limbs to stone to constrict their movements, she then further restrains them by wrapping her serpentine body around them, joining with them despite any sorry, let me I'm reading this kind of in a dimly lit room here. Alright. Protests despite any protests they may make. A Medusa as Medusas are very lonely by nature, when a human puts their arms or legs around a Medusa in the heat of all that fun that they're having. Yes, I had to censor there. She may turn them to stone so that they cannot let her go. Aw. I mean, at the same time, aw, but then again, it has some other implications right there. Alright. Even after the act is complete, she may find herself unwilling to separate from the human and thus turns their parts to stone. Yeah, it said something else there. Because obviously I'm changing where it says specifically one gender to humans for, I guess, some kind of censorship purpose here. Anywho, I mean, hey, we never know. It's YouTube, so we never know how those rules might change. Alright, their parts to stone and attempt to engage them once more. The cool constriction of the Medusa's stone around a human's parts, combined with the warm wild squeezing of her hugs, let's just say hugs there, is a rare form of enjoyment that seldom fails to render them helpless. Though Medusas turn living things to stone, the transformation is not fatal. Yeah, I think several ancient Greek heroes would beg to differ. Medusas have the power to reverse the effect, and even if they do not, there are a number of magical implements and potions on the market that have the power to cure the result of a Medusa's stony gaze. There was a missed opportunity there for a rock-hard gaze. Anyway, should those options fail, the mere passage of time will dissolve the binding. When a Medusa turns a human to stone but does not make them her partner, other monsters starved for a human will typically carry him away, and how to censor that? I mean, the entries are available on, like, if you search them up on Google, and there are websites for it, but, yeah, I'm obviously censoring quite a lot. Alright, carry him away, and ferociously hugs with them, yeah, before they have regained their freedom. The ends of the Medusa's hair form snakes, each of which can act independently. However, the snakes share the Medusa's awareness, so it is unlikely that they would attack a human towards whom the Medusa bears no hostility. However, while the Medusa is stubborn and rarely honest about her feelings, her snakes, aka her hair, show her thoughts and feelings without restraint. Oh, sorry, without reservation, and will thus often give her away. Man, on whose team is her? I mean, it's literally her hair, and they're not on her team. For instance, though the Medusa herself may willfully turn from a human she likes, her snakes will reveal her true emotion by binding their body and drawing them close. The honest actions of the Medusa snakes may thus often may offer opportunities, because the actual word there got cut off weirdly, for clearer insight into her psychology. Probably said something there. Like the Lamia, the Medusa has a dangerous tendency for jealousy. A human who is unfaithful to her may find themselves turned to stone, bound, and their parts. I am not gonna read that next sentence because I cannot censor that. But let's just say it involves pumping and going rigorously up and down. Over the course of several days. Ouch. Although, if you can look past the whole turning to stuff to stone, she seems pretty nice actually. Anyway, now on to the little bit of text that is below the additional artwork, which I will not be showing, even though it is actually pretty censored actually. It's like she's just making that face and she's being grabbed from behind by a guy, essentially. And her bikini top is actually still on. Neat. That's a rare sight in this book. Anyway, the snakes at the ends of the Medusa's hair offer a window to her soul. Though she looks away, the snakes show her unwillingness to part with the human by wrapping tightly around them. I mean, that's definitely what's being shown there. Anyway, that'll be it for this vtuber reading of the Monster Girl Encyclopedia. Let me know what you think about the Medusa or any of the other Monster Girls that we've read about so far. And with every Monster Girl that I'm reading about here, the closer I'll get to that one dreaded family. That one horrifyingly awful family. Luckily they're still a bit off, so yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video or stream of whatever I'll be making and or streaming. Anyway, bye.